has been killed.
Alright everyone, welcome to another bootstrap game on the Trident between Krarilotus and NP123. This is a bootstrap game mode, so we only have 100 wood and 50 food. I don't see Krarilotus's granary yet. Has he forgotten to place his granary? I think he's just forgotten to place his granary and used up all his resources. Oh, that's painful. He had to destroy his stockpile for his quarry to be able to make his granary. That's so painful. Oh, that's painful. Alright, so meanwhile on NP side, we've got 2 quarries already, and only about 4 woodcutters. But it's the same as what Krarilotus has done, and he's bought the wood. Bought the wood to get his quarry back up and running. I think NP's decided not to move his stockpile, which is a mistake, because all his resources have to pass over this line. So at the very least, bring it back here. But it's better to be, moved off to one side or the other, depending on which way you want to go. Krarilotus is putting it closer to this stuff so he can get his farming a bit easier. We have 1 spear coming forward from NP and 2 from Krarilotus. They'll probably meet in the middle, unfortunately, and the 2 will beat the 1 naturally. If NP's watching, he could probably just run it around, but over on this side, Krarilotus is bringing his army forward to deal with the advanced quarry. Whereas and NP sent all his troops off to the other side. That's a mistake. These guys are going to sit here and prevent him from being able to use this resources at least. NP is probably about ready to bring this stuff across, leaving a few there. Usually he splits it. That's rather jerky all of a sudden. A lot of military here for NP. Ready to come forward, but not using yet. Reason scrolling to the left is pretty jerky at the moment. There he goes, bringing his troops around to the other side. But that's not going to compete with 5 archers. I'm going to deal with the spearmen nice and well though. Fortunately, Krarilotus has the height advantage in this fight, and those slingers got the range advantage as well. NP needs to find a way to deal with these archers. His units are still all on the other side, just hanging out and doing not a heck of a lot. Krarilotus has got his stairway at the front. He maintains is the game breaking feature. NP, what are you going to do? You got all this wood, what are you going to do? I think he might have psyched himself out, because this is not the how he's been playing every other time we played. Krarilotus is expanding his safe eco. NP's already expanded his safe eco. Alright, attack coming in from Krarilotus on the left. I want to see how this one goes. Archers versus slingers. The slingers will win, I think. Just through sheer weight of numbers. And then on the other side, he's got some archers sitting over here, which is... You can bring your guys in to deal with those guys. But you need to decide how to deal with this side now. It's an odd match, considering I've played both these players on this map before, and I don't feel like either of them are playing normal up to their ability. They're not. I feel like they're both playing below their ability. Kind of odd, but maybe I'm just a bit more judgmental today. A whole lot of engineers from Krarilotus. He's making out of these woodcutters' huts. And now we've got an army coming forward for NP. So he needs to be able to wall off this backside or something like that, so the Krarilotus doesn't send his inevitable raiding forces over that way. But the score at Krarilotus has got most of the score at the moment. Possibly from units? No, I don't think he's got that many units. I think it's clear from the that base versus that base. Way more houses, more rare eco. Although a lot of Krarilotus' stuff is asleep, particularly his woodcutters. And NP has chased down. What? Who? I just thought those guys shot that. It's odd. That's Krarilotus and that's Krarilotus. Okay, that was interesting. And then NP's gonna back off. NP is one quarry behind Krarilotus at the moment. Krarilotus is trying to build up eco, food eco over there, instead of going for the stone eco instead. These archers are going to be doing a fair bit of damage here, as Krarilotus doesn't have any. He's got people over here destroying the stuff, which catches him up on his buildings. What's he building at the moment? A few more houses. Oh, he's trying to send some slaves around, but the you gonna do anything about those slingers? Not sure he is. Yes, he is. He's got some horse archers headed that way. Fortunately, now Krarilotus has lost his zone eco. NP still has his. So at this stage, I'm not sure, but I think the eco advantage is in NP's hands. But Krarilotus could easily smash out his food eco and might get some advantage there. I think Hawk's using Krarilotus's sorry, Hawk. NP is using Krarilotus's stairs. That is hilarious. Those stairs were as important as Krarilotus wanted them to be. But he can't delete them because I think NP has some units standing there. He has an assassin standing there so that... Oh, the hunter. The moment the hunter was there, but Krarilotus couldn't delete it. Oh, that is hilarious. Alright, NP, expand your eco now. I think it's your best bet. And probably get a few extra, or build your stuff here. Improve your food eco. Right, what else we got? This seems to be the main fight at the moment. However, it's not really doing much. Krarilotus is working mostly trying to get the stone out of this quarry. So he does have the advantage of 1 iron mine over NP. But NP has the advantage of 1 stone mine. Stone quarry. NP, you need to get a few more shields out there. It's just necessary. There's a lot of assassins out there. No more shields coming out, which is interesting. He does not have enough shields to protect all those units. So this could be a costly fight for NP. At least focus down some of these assassins or something. I think you need to pull right back. He's going to pull up on top of the hill here. So he's at least got a height advantage. Oh, that's painful, Krarilotus. Krarilotus's horse archers didn't follow his shields. However, it may still be in his favor, depending on how these assassins do. Oh, they're going to go down. NP needs to focus that fire. Excellent. Alright, bring those shields forward. And Krarilotus needs to retreat. Now let's get back to the original layout. There we go. Make sure we got this. Be any confusion. NP's lost all his. Sorry, Krarilotus lost all his units there. Trying to bring some more forward. Got assassins on his other side. That trying to destroy this stuff. There's at least 2 assassins over here. Nope, there's probably about 5 there. NP, at least send one of them to destroy the buildings. Don't send them all at the Lord. Come on, please. He's going for the win. If he thinks he's got enough, he might actually make it, but I don't think so. Here comes the assassins from Krarilotus to counter it, and NP's decide to change targets, and he's trying to do damage now. 100 gold down for Krarilotus. That's going to be expensive, along with the popularity lost. He doesn't get anything else. I don't think that was quite as valuable for the kill as it could have been. Krarilotus is still over here. Wait, he's got no units there? Why is NP retreating from no troops? Bring your troops back forward. Krarilotus's game-changing wall still hasn't really come into effect. Oh, there we go. It's these assassins that he's retreating from. NP watching it. Now come forward again to destroy the guy that's going for your quarries. And he's going to spam a whole lot of extra stuff. Seems like he's just going to let them destroy his quarries now. Nope, there he goes. Coming forward to defend that. Krarilotus is trying to reclaim his stuff. See, this is when Krarilotus was saying that this here punishes your opponent for expanding this way. We've got 1 assassin over here. But it's not doing a heck of a lot of work, to be honest. And that's going to go down. These assassins are going to go down and not really do much. So we send them across to deal with the... see if he can deal with these guys while he brings his troops forward. The sacrificial lambs to distract. And they're all dead, but that's okay. Because NP has insane amounts of stone eco. Krarilotus has to retreat here. On top of the hill. NP, get your shields back around. Yeah, good. Got a wall coming up here for Krarilotus to prevent any raiding on this side. I think he's finished his thing. So this is when I think this is making his change. He's finished his wall. He's probably got assassins come out here. And the assassins are coming to raid this stuff right now. While the army's out front. Oh, and now the NP decided to send his army straight into the middle of Krarilotus and push him off solely by force of numbers. But those assassins... Alright, so here they go. There's slaves coming running around for... Oh, those are Hawk slaves. Sorry, Hawks. NPs. I don't know why I call NP Hawk all the time, and I was calling Hawk NP a moment ago. I don't understand. Alright, the slaves are going to come and destroy this right here. Or actually, I think they're going to try come up here. Krarilotus is trying to send his slaves out. And fair enough. NP just needs to get a few archers out here if he notices this. If he doesn't notice this, it could be damaging. But I think he's got... Oh, he's going to bring this stuff back to deal with the slaves. I don't think it's going to do much damage to him. Krarilotus hasn't really got the expansion he was hoping for. And those slaves are going to drop down. And NP is going to use the stairs with his assassins. NP's assassin's going to run up his stairs. Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Oh, did I hear flames? Yes, I did. Flames on Krarilotus' stockpile. And more flames on Krarilotus' quarries. Assassins running up. This is game. The wall was overpowered, just like Krarilotus wanted him to be. However, it wasn't Krarilotus that won it. Oh, come on, NP. Use them right. Use your assassins right. There we go. Send them up. Kill them off. Wait, how'd you get a slinger over there? That's game. Looks like we had some assassins over here from Krarilotus. I think that wall wasn't nearly as powerful as he hoped it was going to be. Krarilotus with 77 kills. Let's check this out. Military. Let's deal with these guys over here. Thanks for the follow, Nicholas. Alright, so we got in our military, we got NP's favor by far. Check that out. It's not even working. Great. It's gonna gonna work. There we go. Eco. So Krarilotus definitely had most food, most wood, not less stone or iron. But he actually had a lot more going for him right the way through. And he just didn't get the trades that he needed. Destroyed the most buildings, but I don't think quite enough in his favor. Krarilotus wants a rematch.
Lions are attacking, my liege. The Lord has been killed.
Alright everyone, welcome to another match on the Trident. It's a new map created by Krarilotus. Krarilotus remembered to build his granary this time apparently. That's right, he's on this side. There he goes. This is a rematch as last game NP beat Krarilotus. This is being played in bootstrap game mode, so each player gets 100 wood and 50 food and no gold or anything like that. Again, NP hasn't bothered moving his stockpile, which I do think is a mistake, but we'll give it to him. Krarilotus has rebuilt his stockpile over here next to where he can get to the grass. He hasn't bothered going to destroy these statues just yet. And He's gone with NP's strategy of building a second quarry straight off the bat and getting less start resources. Maybe he's got 6. So he actually built a lot more than I thought he could have with what he started with. He must have sold like all his food. Yeah, I'm not sure how he's doing that. 7 gold means he's doing a little bit of taxing, as is NP. So NP might be selling a little bit of his food as well. Krarilotus sends his lord out to deal with those statues. Not that it's going to make any difference just yet. I really want to know how he afforded all that. That's 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. Plus he had 2 houses. That's another 12, so that's 97. That's 100 there with that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 more woodcutters. 8, 15, 24. He's gonna lose his quarry straight off the bat. And you've got the rest of NP's. No, that's Krarilotus' spearman coming across to save him, I think. Yep, that's Krarilotus' coming to try to deal with these guys. He didn't quite lose his quarry. Meanwhile, for some reason, NP has decided to protect his grass side instead of his stone side. Slaves coming forward. Slingers. This is going to hurt NP. He doesn't have anything to deal with the slaves at this stage. And I never got through working out how I got the extra. I actually got 25 extra wood. I think you can get by selling 25 of you. So I think that's probably what he did. Sold half his food for the extra wood. Stone in here for NP. Needs to sell it so he can get the troops to deal with this stuff. That's gonna burn. That's gonna die. That's gonna burn. That's gonna die. And potentially this stuff's all gonna burn as well, depending on how he plays this. On how Krarilotus plays this. They got two slaves surviving though. One's going to deal with this quarry, and NP's not doing anything to deal with it. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting place to start the fire. I would have not been putting on that, but that's alright. Thanks, Nicholas. I'm not actually part of the NPC. Sorry, the NPC. The UCP. I helped and tested and everything. And I use it a lot. And I'm making a lot of suggestions. But NP and Krarilotus, who are both playing at the moment, are a big part of the UCP. And they've done most of the... NP is the main developer at the moment. Others come and go, and at the moment he probably put the most work into those new features. Krarilotus is more of the project manager type thing of the UCP at the moment. So these guys have done epic amounts, and I'm loving the new version. I'm loving the start goods, as you can see us using it now with the bootstrap game mode. All right, so. This is NP trying to claim the center. He's definitely doesn't have the eco advantage. He's definitely behind on that. Krarilotus has just smashed out both sides as much as he can right now. See how long this lasts. NP, sell your stone. Sell that stone. I don't care if you use that gold on more troops or on wood to smash out your eco, get some more houses. I don't care how you do it. You need to sell it and use it. And you got assassins coming in at on your left side. The army that left there got killed once again too easily. And what's he going to do about it? He doesn't have the popularity. Can't do anything about it. This is game. I do believe this is going to be game. All his troops are way over here. When this is where he needs them. Everything's going down. He can't man this eco. He can't keep this eco alive. Assassin's sitting there instead of taking out the thing. He's going to bring his lord forward to try to deal with these assassins. Oh, but this is so much damage. I don't know if he can recover from it while Krarilotus has such a massive eco advantage as it is. That is so painful. He's finally brought his horse archers all the way back to try to find those assassins lurking around. But he doesn't have the wood. He's getting wood coming in now to deal with it. But the amount of wood that he's going to need to replace all that is insane. There he goes. He's got to rebuild this guy. Oh, nope. There's assassins still there. There's an assassin still there. Go deal with it. Meanwhile, he still can't man all this eco over here. Oh no, he doesn't notice it. Now he's gonna go do it. He lost it. That's another 25 wood down the drain for building that and losing it straight away. That's painful. Oh, that is so much damage. I don't know how he's going to recover from that. Now he's losing his farms. Sorry, his quarries. Gonna lose this quarry. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. And I have to tell Krarilotus' wall wasn't the thing that won the game. The assassins, no matter how long it took them to get here, once they were here, that was game. Slaves trying to run in to deal with this stuff over here, which probably means that there's slaves coming on the other side, as they are, and they're going to drop to the woodcutters. One benefit of having woodcutters out this way. Alright, horse archer versus horse archer. Krarilotus is going to lose that, but those assassins there are going to come in and finish the job. More slaves coming in. Oh, those horse archers go down to the assassins. He's sending slingers to try to deal with these slaves coming this way, but he's missed the spearman over here. The spearman's going to destroy that. That is game. GG. Well played. Definitely laggy because of that DLL. I don't think so, because I've got it and it's not creating any lag. Maybe that's what my issue with moving my shields is. That I've been getting so frustrated by. Flames everywhere. I'm surprised that guy survived those assassins. I was thinking those horse archers might actually destroy it. Oh, Krarilotus just needs to send some forward. Game over. 28 kills. 33 kills to 28. That is lower than I expected to see it. "33 buildings destroyed to 1. That's probably the main part of where that game went. was that initial rush with those assassins coming through and destroying half of that stuff going on. Double check that eco again. Oops, if I can spell it. Krarilotus almost 4k gold to NP's 1300.
Under attack. Lions are attacking, my liege. The Lord has been killed.
Alright, welcome back to yet another bootstrap game on Trident. This match is between Krarilotus and Hawk. This is a new map that was produced by Krarilotus. Got a bunch of safe resources, well, relatively safe resources. A whole lot of vulnerable resources on the side, and vulnerable farmland on the other side. You can destroy these statues here, build some wall with stairs in front of them, and you can step off the edge of the map, the edge of the cliff, onto your walls and walk down there. Krarilotus maintains that that's going to be a big feature, and still looking to see how it works. Here he is sending his spearmen out the other side. I think he's waited to watch to see where NP's going to send his all that way as well. But there's the archers on this side. NP's decided to send some back that way, but that's not going to do anything. I think sending these archers forward is going to deal with this quarry. Krarilotus has gone for a different approach. He's getting more of these guys. Got a lot of wood coming in now, and he's spamming a whole lot more woodcutters instead of going for extra resource early. If NP can control this long enough to get resources out of it, I think his approach will work. But as long as his resources are coming in here, Krarilotus' eco matches it, and the wood's going to be able to let him expand faster. This is almost the game deciding situation right here. It is rather interesting on this map. NP needs to use this wood as soon as possible, and he's not dealing with these guys. Rather annoying me, actually. Got his first lot of stone coming in now. We can sell that, and he can get some extra resources out of it. Here he goes using his wood. He's matched the eco Krarilotus, except for the food. And there goes the quarry. This was a waste. This was a sunk wood. This was sunk money. And he needs to deal with it. He just hasn't dealt with it. It's kind of frustrating me at the moment that he's just not going to deal with it. He's going to let it happen, which is fine if that's the approach. But he's letting Krarilotus eco up at this stage. Managed to burn one of the huts down, one of the farms. He got a few free troops out of it. Guess that makes a bit of extra value out of that, especially considering the slave only costs 5 gold to do it. Krarilotus has just decided to destroy those things, and he's going to build his stairs, bring his slaves out as fast as possible. I still don't see that as being as valuable as it is. He has to deal with the same thing once he gets here. There, getting there a little bit faster. There goes NP's assassins. Those slaves. This army is going to die. The question is who's going to get past? He's going to focus down the slaves. Come on, NP, one more slave, kill him. Thank you. Well played. That was well focused down. And he's even survived his army by sending those spearmen forward to deal with those slingers. I think that was actually very well played there for NP. And he's got his assassins out destroying the farms. Meanwhile, nobody's gone for any extra eco on this side. Yet they both have the wood to do so, but neither have chosen to use it. More slaves coming up for NP. Oh, he's gonna lose his assassin. But Krarilotus has so much wood that forcing wood usage out of him isn't too big a deal until he's used it. Once he doesn't have it, then you can force it out of him to using it somewhere else. Those slaves will drop. No, they're not. They're going to get past. Assassins destroying that and then the assassin. Seriously, don't do the save and the assassin to the same place. Come on. Send your assassin up here. Send your assassin and destroy this stuff, NP. That's what you want to do with your assassin. Meanwhile, on this side, we've got Krarilotus seeking his spearmen around the back. And he's going to continue using an assassin who's been in the back here for a bit, it seems. Assassin's going to go down. He's got two slaves over here. Unfortunately, these spearmen were too late. Bring this stuff forward, deal with this stuff. Get some shields over here to protect this, just in case. But you need to deal with this eco. I think he's so busy dealing with this incursion over here that he's completely forgotten to watch his units that were over here. May even have lost that assassin. Based on these guys coming out here, I think Krarilotus knows that there's something out this way. He's chasing them down. There he goes. Who won the last match? Krarilotus did. So they're 1 for 1 at the moment. Yeah, we came out to grab you, but you disappeared. So, all right, Slinger's over this way. I think this one here. I'm not sure who's got the upper hand at this stage, because the only difference in their eco is these farms. Based solely off that, Krarilotus is winning. But NP has used his units much better so far. He's got another assassin in the back here. He just destroyed a inn, which is where I said he should have sent it ages ago, which he did. He's been destroying farms. If he lets this continue on, though, it's going to go in Krarilotus' favor. But he's managed to get an assassin pass. I saw him show up there. He's got another assassin coming in the back area here. Krarilotus' walls haven't really been too powerful yet. But I'm sure eventually it will. He's going to wall in his lord at the back here. Yeah, bit of a waste. Alright, assassin's going to destroy the quarry. As I say, NP has been using his troops far better. These guys are just going to get slaughtered for no benefit. That was a waste of gold. But these assassins that are coming in here are doing damage. What's he going to focus? He's going to go destroy the inn. Well played. That's expensive. That's popularity going down for Krarilotus. So that's going to cost him gold to replace, plus it's going to reduce his ability to tax, which means it's going to cost him even more gold. That is a very high value target. However, he doesn't have any bear eco of his own. Krarilotus is pretty much calling it. He reckons he's dead. His popularity is at 100. got little to no gold. Got plenty of units, but they're just spread out. They're all flingers everywhere. And oh, there's another army over here destroying Krarilotus' last few units that we've been seeing here since the start of the game. NP's finally dealt with it, so he can come forward. He's claiming all this extra resources. And as I understand it, this claiming extra land is where this wall is supposed to have its power. I just don't think Krarilotus has the value, the gold left to use it. Yeah, you probably want to move those guys forward, sit them here at the top of the hill. He's going to lose all this. Now he's going to back off. That's a mistake. You want to be able to keep your height advantage as much as possible. Excellent. He baited him. He baited him into bringing his troops up the top of the hill and ran back into them. Oh, Krarilotus, notice him. Notice the assassins coming in your back. Krarilotus misses the assassins coming in and around behind him. The assassins are going to come in and they're going to do work. That's going to hurt. Let's see if you notice it with these guys coming forward. I don't think they're far enough towards the bottom of the map to see these assassins that will be around here somewhere by now. NP definitely has the eco advantage at this stage, getting off any troops over here. Krarilotus, I don't think ever got the value out of these farms. These slaves are potentially going to light a bunch. NP is trying to focus down the slaves though, but the assassins coming in, the assassins will finish the job if the slaves don't. Or the slaves might just kill the assassins for NP. Meanwhile, what are those assassins that came through before? They're not doing anything yet. Did they die and I just didn't see them die or something? This eco is dead for NP. He's spamming extra troops. He doesn't have a response to this at the moment. He's got troops on this side. Krarilotus is sending 3 horse archers to deal with these 7. However, he's going to have the height advantage, so it might actually work for him. More assassins coming in over this side for NP. Time to bring these guys in. Don't lose the height advantage. Bring them in. Take the height advantage off Krarilotus. Over here, to be honest, your probably best bet at this stage is to leave it going there. Let these guys distract. Assume this stuff's gone, or even do what Krarilotus. This is when claiming that wall, that you can still come out and grab this resources. Oh. Assassins dealing with the houses on this side. Those assassins must have died when they came across here. They've done nothing for him. NP, why are you sitting at the bottom of the hill? Take the hill. Take the hill. Especially with the shield, 3 archers can kill with 7. If you don't take the hill, if you give them the hill advantage. Alright, that looks like it's both armies dead on this side. The armies are pretty much decimated on both sides. It's down to 3 horse archers and a shield for Krarilotus versus a bunch of assassins over here for both sides. So the question is who can recover from that the best? Krarilotus with his bear and his farms, or NP with no longer having this eco out here. So he's got plenty of resources that he could sell. And there he goes, getting his army coming up. You reckon Krarilotus is going to do it? He's spending out some flingers. He's bringing forward his horse archers. The horse archers are kind of trying to kill these guys off. With the shield, they might be able to take those archers. But most, I think he just wants to prevent any slaves coming out this way. Alright, so NP's come and claimed these resources again, so he's going to very quickly eco up. Krarilotus still hasn't come off his hill on this side. There goes more assassins. NP has noticed them. Just at the bottom of the hill to try to take him down. But where are they going to go? We're going to see them through here. These quarry workers are pretty powerful. Oh, the assassins walked right past them. The NP has his own right here, so it's not too big a deal. Krarilotus is going to sit 5 there versus 4. 5. Alright, I think we're good here. I think NP is going to survive this one. If he remembers to deal with the last assassin, he should be fine. That's not going to work. Get the other guy in. The other guy's probably going to die too. Excellent. Both dead. On this side, Krarilotus has killed off those archers. And he's got his own assassins coming on the other side. Oh, some slaves in here. Sending some slaves around. Krarilotus has sent some slaves. Some slaves getting in here. Oh, that would be beautiful. Get about 30 slaves. Run them along the bottom here and set fire to these houses. It'll spread and that will be devastating. The MP's running over here this way, trying to chase down the assassins now. He's completely left this one though. He's forgotten about him and he's running away. Oh, that's bad. No, there was another one over here that he was chasing down. Alright, so now he needs to go find the others. The horse archers that are coming up. There's still another assassin up here. There he goes. The woodcutters can run into them. He's fine. He's sending everything the wrong way. Come on. No. NP, deal with it. Missing it. He's got his eco game burnt. Krarilotus is going for the hunter that can't hunt instead of the granary that's almost destroyed. That, I feel, is a big mistake. Huge mistake. He's got more assassins running around. I do believe at this stage, Krarilotus has it. His NP just simply cannot keep his eco running. Krarilotus has massive army over here. Huge bread eco. And it's simply because NP couldn't hold his eco and didn't deal with Krarilotus' eco. I guess the other thing is that Krarilotus has a relatively small amount of the eco vulnerable. Most of it's back here. Whereas NP, I don't think he ever got more than 3 bakeries. He's finally realised that he doesn't have they didn't have that. But he hasn't built his granary again yet. His lord's way over here, trying to deal with assassins instead of right here. He's got one assassin, but the other assassin's just continuing to destroy everything. Another assassin, more assassins. Oh, NP, what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? He's got two shields, and he's going to take the bottom of the hill. No, don't do it. Don't sit at the bottom of the hill. What do you think you're doing? The assassin's going to come up, but they're not going to do nearly enough damage. Got a few more coming out the side here. Those might do damage. Those might do enough. That amount of assassins might even be enough to destroy Krarilotus. Although, he still hasn't dealt with this assassin. And he still hasn't rebuilt his thing. Krarilotus is trying to use his trebs to destroy the stuff here. I do think due to the accuracy issues. Oh, come on. What are you doing with these NP, don't just let them standing around. Do something with it. Krarilotus kills the Lord by sending assassins over to where he was. Maybe. Actually, I have no idea what he did to them. But somehow killed them. Alright, well that's a better kill ratio. Last game was like 30 kills. So let's check this military stats out. 115 kills, 125 losses for Krarilotus. Pretty dang close. The buildings destroyed is where it was won or lost, I think. 52 destroyed by Krarilotus, 10 losses. And let's have a check, and I think that will be shown by the economy. NP didn't even match Krarilotus's stone or iron, despite having claimed that extra stone piles in the on the side there. And then the food for Krarilotus was just insane. That got him a lot of extra thing. And then also Krarilotus had the hops going with the beer. Let's double check the eco again. Gold, 9,000 gold, 5,000 to NP. Well played all. Let's get some GGs into the chat.